Hey everybody, what's going on? There's an article on GQ called 10 Things You Didn't Know About Guns N' Roses, from Slash getting tucked in by David Bowie to Duff McKagan's exploding pancreas. These are 10 things you didn't know about Guns N' Roses. So I've read through the article already. I'm going to warn you guys, some of these things there's no source material for, and a lot of these things I've never heard before. So number one is that rhythm guitarist Izzy Stradlin was Aerosmith's heroin dealer before he joined the band. This one I've never heard of. Maybe you guys have heard of this fact before. It was well known that, of course, Izzy used back in the day, but now he's clean. But this one is a new one to me. I wish they would really cite the sources. Like, I think if you click heroin dealer, yeah, see, it doesn't even take you to the source. Number two, Slash died 5 times on the Use Your Illusion tour. The band's manager, Doug Goldstein, carried a Pulp Fiction-style Narcan save shot for this eventually. This one I know is not true. He died once on the Use Your Illusion tour. He may have died 5 times in total during his time on Guns N' Roses, but the only documented case I've found of him, actually dying was when Guns was doing the tour with Metallica, the stadium tour in, I think it was Oakland or San Francisco they were in, and that's when he died. I've never heard any other story during that tour where he actually did. Really poor article, to say the least. This one is a new one to me, but I don't think I can really doubt it. It says Goldstein always carried $50,000 in a briefcase to bribe people such as hotel workers, medics, strippers, and drug dealers on tour. It had to be replenished every day. This one is definitely true. It says on the same tour, Axl took a psychotherapist, a physiotherapist, spiritual guru, acupuncturist, physical trainer, and a crystal guru, and was in therapy for 8 hours a day. This last part I don't believe is true. I've heard him say 4 hours a day in interviews, but I've never heard him say 8 hours a day. Number 5, this one is sort of true. Number 5, at the end of the tour in 1993, bassist Duff McKagan's pancreas exploded. His pancreas, some people say it didn't explode, it leaked. But he actually, this didn't happen until 1994. The tour ended in July of 1993. Duff's pancreas exploded in April, I think, of 1994. So it wasn't right after the tour, because Duff had his solo album, Believe in Me, come out in 1993. He went on a tour with the Scorpions, opening for them, and played some other tour dates as well. So it's not quite that accurate. I'm really discrediting this whole article, aren't I? It says, number 6, one of Slash's first memories was being tucked into bed by David Bowie. His mother had an affair with Bowie while she was a costume designer who worked in 1976, who worked on the album The Man Who Fell to Earth. I remember his mom dated David Bowie, but I don't remember ever hearing the story of him being tucked in by David Bowie. Number 7, Axl Rose found Iron Maiden so repulsive he refused to be photographed with them when Guns N' Roses opened for the British band in 1988. I remember I know the guys didn't like Iron Maiden, and they purposely tried to get kicked off the tour. This one I had never heard of before either. This one, I don't think there's any validity to this one. Number 8 says, when Slash walked out in 1996, Axl sent a fax to MTV News insisting he had fired him from the band. In fact, Axl was devastated and took to his bed for days with a loaded pistol. I thought the fax to MTV just said Slash had left the band, and that was it. It wasn't that he was fired. Number 9, it says, this one's not completely true either. It says, on the Use Your Illusion tour, the band had a traveling casino set up after every show. They had, and it was mostly during like a lot of the tour with Metallica, they had like different theme parties, and Traveling Casino was one of them. They had like a Greek-Roman night. They had a Formula One race car night. And it's funny because, Duff and Slash never really went to these after parties a whole lot. They kind of like were disgusted by them and just went back to their hotel room or went somewhere else. Number 10, Axl Rose's stepfather beat him for singing along to Barry Manilow's Mandy. This one I'd never heard of before either. Some of these are clearly not true. I'm kind of wondering where they got their source material. As you can see here, his Last of Giants, The True Story of Guns N' Roses by Mick Wall. I was looking forward to reading this book, but some of these things just don't seem like they're valid. I might pick up his book down the road. Let me know if you guys are going to pick up the book. What do you think of the list? Do you think that are you surprised by any of these revelations? Do you think any of them are true? Comment down below and let me know. And as always, guys, make sure you subscribe for the latest Guns N' Roses news. Take care.